But Eric Snodgrass is saying we're going to build drought in, much like 2023, where the west will be dry and the east will be good as we have this northwest flow over the top. We'll see. You can remember in 23 we had like a 177.3, I think, and beans were like 50.5, 50.6, something like that. Memory serves me right. And but you know what? I don't think the yields will be that big if that happens again. You know why? Because we've lost acres and we've had denitrification, we've had flooded out areas, and we've had problems in the east, especially Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. We have had issues. We have had crop damage. You can have a drought going on for 6 weeks, corn's rolled up, looks pitiful, you have a sick feeling in your tummy, and then all of a sudden you get this surprise rain, 2 inches overnight. Things look really different by 10 o'clock the next morning. You can't do that after you've been flooded out. If you've had 10 to 15 inches of rain in a 10-day period, yeah, you're not going to just have an overnight situation change that. You've had wreckage that's going to stay with you for the rest of the year, and you can't go out and replant anything. It's not able to be done like that, and so you have a much bigger problem in the east. If we have the same weather pattern as 23, if Eric Snodgrass is right, I predict that we won't have a 177 or a 50.6. Now, we've had yield improvements, probably 1.5% every year for the last 3 years. So yes, we could go up 2 or 3 or 4 bushel on corn. So maybe it should be a 181 if we have a 23. But remember, we won't have any 181 because this east is not the same as it was in 23. So if we could come out with the same yields in 23, what would a 177.3, what would a 50.5 or 6, whatever that was in beans do to our balance sheet? It snug it up. And remember, we got an acreage report here on Tuesday, and we find out if we really had the big crop last year or not. It'll show up in the stocks. Let's see what happens. But things seem to be turning a little bit. Now, if you scroll down and look at the drought map, I drew a circle or a border around that. That's the area that's gotten all this rain. There isn't a hint of a drought through 3 days ago on June 23rd. Not a hint. So that means shallow roots. That means flooded out areas. That means that if we get hot and dry and stay hot and dry, and I don't know whether we will or not, but that means we got a problem in that area because we do not have the root capacity to support it. And if we get hot temperatures, the one thing that's been missing in any of these dry weather scenarios over the last 5 years was heat. Yeah, you get up to 90, lower 90s, but never in the hundreds like Europe is experiencing. And so stay tuned, we could have a problem. Now, on